Hello guys, this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. Welcome back to my channel. And today is 2023, January the 30th. Yeah, thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, and now, yes, let's come into this session here to have our Forex trading plan. And I always do that before I start trading. I will pick up the currency pairs that I want to short, I want to sell, so that later on when I want to trade, I will be better focus on what I'm going to do. All right. Okay. So yeah. Then once again, all right. So what we are going to do is that, all right. I'm going to put some of the currency pairs which I pick up in the message, and I will send it out together. Of course, there will be a banner to flash out as well. Okay. So let's get into the MT4. Well, let's see what do we have here today. I think over here we start off with our AUDCAD. Well, AUDCAD over here, we can see that the AUDCAD, we are actually from last week we have been trying to test onto the resistance, and right now we are on the resistance, which is good. It seems that there will be a chance of selling over here. Will they actually break out of the resistance? Later on we will take a look, but tentatively we stand a chance to go for a selling. So for now, let's take a look. Where is the support? Well, we have a resistance there, and of course we need to look out where's the support level. Am I right? So over here, I'm looking out for the support level, which I see tentatively is quite space away. So I think that is quite good. So at the moment here, right, at the moment over here, we will need a new cycle from the selling from the resistance area, so that we will be able to continue the selling. All right. Hi, 168. Nice to see you, Joop. All right, so yeah, and well, I'm gonna put this AUDCAD into our selling list over here. Right, next to go, Aussie franc. Well, Aussie franc is very obvious right now. We are actually going into, we are now actually going into this the bull. So buying is possible. Well, so for buying, I will just give you a miss. For buyers, you can take note. Right. So for Aussie yen, well, Aussie yen today, we are actually now, we've been waiting for Aussie yen, I think last year, and end of the year, it started to slide down all the way until now. We are still in the bear. So well, I think that's good. So at the moment, right now, we can see that there's a resistance up here. All right. So there are more resistance down there, and we can take a look as later on in the live trading session, I will pay more attention. This is one of another resistance level that we can look out for. Unfortunately, tentatively hits on the support level. So for Aussie yen, if we want to continue the selling, I will advise that for the Aussie yen, we will need to break the support, retest the support once again before we go for the selling. Okay. Yep. So for Aussie yen, all right, I will be looking into selling. All right. So let's put this into our watch list. Aussie yen. Okay. Right. Okay, next to go. For Aussie Kiwi. Let's take a look at Aussie Kiwi. Well, Aussie Kiwi over here, Aussie Kiwi, we are actually now moving towards the north, and no more selling. We are in the bull. So Aussie Kiwi people, buyers can take note. Okay. So for Aussie dollar, let's take a look. Aussie dollar. Well, Aussie dollar, as we can see, it is actually escalating up in the bull. So tentatively, it is still on the buying side. So for Aussie dollar, I'm looking out into this resistance. There may be a slip off, and that you can capture a pullback. So over at this point here, okay, there may be a chance. Okay, so right now we have already tested on the resistance. So there may be a chance that you can trade on the pullback. Right. So for the support wise, okay, let's take a look at where's the support. Well, support is actually up here. We are going to take note because this is a pullback. So I'm looking into this area that we still have about a 13 over 50 for pullback. So currently, I would suggest that better not to, unless it breaks this support to go down. If not, then we have to give it a miss. Okay. Well, for Euro Aussie, let's take a look at Euro Aussie. But for Euro Aussie over here, Are we going for a selling soon? But tentatively, the bull is running up there. And now, by looking at this, Euro Aussie has gone into the bear. Okay, so at this moment, we are actually testing on the resistance for quite a few days. And now, we are still going to test the resistance. So I will advise Euro Aussie, we will wait for the testing of the resistance. Then we will take a look whether is there a chance. So later, we'll come back in the live session for this. Okay. Well, for EURCAD, EURCAD over here, if you are looking at EURCAD, yes, EURCAD, I'm actually looking out for selling. But the thing is that over here, we can see that there's a bull is running, is testing on the resistance. So I will say that I'm looking out for selling, but it has gone so far to retest the resistance once again to see if it's actually will be able to break out. So we shall take a look later on. So tentatively, I'm not going to put this into my watch list. Okay, how about Euro Yen? Euro Yen, yes, in the whole bull, now it started to turn into the bear. So the bear has just started to run, okay, and over at this point here, by looking at this, right, if you can see, this looks like an inverse head and shoulder. So for this case, right, am I going to still put this into my watch list for selling? We still have a little bit of chance here to take a selling. However, if this support is not breaking, then we won't sell it. Okay, so for Euro Yen, we can put this into the watch list to take a look because it's already in the bear. And over here, we are still looking into a very close intersection between the bear and the bull. So we can take a look at that, all right? Okay, so tentatively, all right, for Euro Kiwi, I'm going to give this because it seems like it's actually becoming a bull. So the bear is not running anymore, so it's taking a rest. Then why not we just give it a miss as well, right? For Euro Dollar, let's take a look at Euro Dollar. Well, for Euro Dollar over here, if we can see, Euro Dollar is actually pushing high, and higher, correct? So we can see that over at this point here, as this is pushing higher, right, it looks like we are going to take out a high over here. So that means to say there may be a chance that for this Euro Dollar, it will still have a good chance of 95 pips to push higher. But each time when you're going to push higher, it needs a support. It needs a support to push higher, am I right? So over here, for Euro Dollar, it may have a chance of pullback, and there may be a chance for us to sell to grab some profit. So at this point here, I will just put Euro Dollar, okay, into my watch list, all right, for some pullback. Okay, so I'm going to put put a symbol behind so that you know, okay, this is a pullback trading, right? So for Pound Aussie, well, Pound Aussie over here, we can take a look. For Pound Aussie at this point of time, all right, Pound Aussie is actually now, I would say that, right, for Pound Aussie, we are actually now looking into this session here. Okay, so let me just check around. Okay. Yeah, Pound Aussie over here, we can see that it's actually coming down into the selling. Pound Aussie is really, I would say there's a very potential one to sell. Okay, so if you are actually coming in for selling, right, then we are on the support. Let's wait for the support to be broken. Okay, we need to break the support. Then after that, there will be a good chance for selling. So Pound Aussie, we can take note. Okay, so Pound Aussie, I'm going to put this into the watch list. Right. Okay. And now, next to go, AUDCAD. Well, AUDCAD over here, we can see that AUDCAD is actually in the bull. Now it's heading up on the support to continue the bull to create a higher high. So at this moment, it needs a support. So will the AUDCAD actually come in to test on the support before it goes? Or will it actually go further up without testing? So it's actually respecting the support, as you can see right now over here. There may be a good chance that they're actually coming back here to actually retest. Then after that, we'll continue the buy. Right. So over at this point here, this is the support level, as we can see. So for the resistance level, as I can see here, there's a lot of touches here. Okay, it's very obvious. This is the resistance. So at the moment for PAUDCAD, all right, for the PAUDCAD, if we are going for a selling, there is a chance. However, I will say that I would still prefer to go for a buy. Okay, all right. Okay, let's move on to Pound Franc. Hi, Gmail user. Nice to see you here. Right, so for Pound Franc, it looks like now we are still going on the bull. So tentatively, I'm not going to touch this. Right, I will just hang on for buyers. You can take note, this is very potential for Pound Franc to buy. Okay, so for Pound Yen over here, Pound Yen generally we are looking for a bear. We are in the bear right now. So for Pound Yen, we are looking for selling. So in terms of selling wise, okay, we have this support and the next support to go will be here. Right, so as for the resistance, the resistance is up there. Okay, so actually later we'll go into details during the live trading session. Okay, so tentatively Pound Yen will be good. I will be putting Pound Yen into my watch list. Okay, yep, and I would say that the star buy will be the star of the currency maybe Aussie Yen, Euro Yen, and Pound Yen. Okay. Yep, and Pound Kiwi today straightforward. We are going to give this because you can see it's very flat here. So might as well we don't give any chance of a risk. Okay, so for Pound Dollar, let's take a look at Pound Dollar. Now Pound Dollar is actually escalating up in the bull manner, and now it's actually pushing up higher. Right. So after yesterday's CPI, there's a very big movement, and after that, it actually started to move back to test the resistance. Yeah, the resistance is still the same. Okay, so yesterday we were plotting on this resistance, and finally it hits on the resistance over here. Now it's coming back for a selling. Well, will it actually continue the selling, or will it actually go back to test on the resistance? Well, for this case, for GU Pound Dollar, I will be looking out for selling. So later on, when we come in on the live session, okay, later on, then we will pay attention to that. Okay, furthermore, all right. Okay, so for Pound Dollar, I'm going to put this under selling, but with a symbol behind because it's in the pool. We are retracing backward. Okay. All right. So dollar CAD. For dollar CAD, yes, dollar CAD. Right now we are actually pushing into the bear. So will there be any chance of selling over here that we are actually looking out for this support, which actually right now we are very near to the support. So I would say that you have to wait for it to break the support before you can trade. Okay. So by checking on this part here, as you can see, all right, this is very obvious that we are on the support, and now, okay, we are going further. Okay, so perhaps you may reach a resistance level, then it will start to swing down again, then you will have a better chance. So in this case, all right, I'm going to leave this out first. Later on, we'll come back and take a look. Dollar franc. Let's take a look at dollar franc. Well, dollar franc over here, it has landed over here, and I would say that I will not trade dollar franc today. I'm going to give it a miss. Right, for dollar yen, well, dollar yen over here. Dollar yen, we are already in the bear. The bear is coming down very harshly, and I see that it's very good. And for dollar yen, the support and the resistance over here. Okay, as you can see, today is actually building this support level, right? So today is building out this support level, and when it actually comes into the resistance level, which I see is actually here. Okay, so let's see. Dollar yen today looks like there will be a good buying for them. Okay, right. So for the gold, yes, let's take a look at the gold. I know the gold has a very good performing, very good performing style. Okay, I would say. It's actually pushing higher and higher, right? So generally, we already know since last year we have been pushing for the buy. Okay, well, we have been looking out for buying, and the buying is still ongoing. All right, so of course, when there's a chance of a pullback, will there be a chance for the seller? Well, of course there will be. So if the buyer, if you're going for a buy, all right, so you have to pay attention to this level, which I will say that is 1870, right? 1870, then it will actually start to sell down to 1870. Okay, So from this area here, right, from this area here, we can see the selling is possible because this is a pullback. However, along the way, the pullback, it may have a lot of turbulence into this area. Okay, so do take note about this. Okay, but generally, it's still a buy. So for seller, you can take note as it pullback before it hits 1885, you can get some profit. At the same time, okay, buyers can take note if this is not breaking, right? 1885, if it's not breaking now, then you have a good chance to continue to buy. Okay. All right. So yes, that should be all for now. All right. And well, let's come back and take a look. What do we have today? All right. Okay, let me flash it out for everybody so that everybody can see. Right. Okay, so what we are going to do is that we are going to focus on Aussie CAD, Aussie Yen, Euro Dollar, Pound Aussie, Pound Yen, and Pound Dollar. All right. Okay, guys, thank you so much for being here with me. Okay, I shall see you later on in our live trading session in this channel. So do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. At the same time, smash the like button to show your appreciation for this video. All right. Thank you guys, and this is Eric Day from ACS Learning Hub. See you later.